My name is Deraney, and I want to talk to you a little bit about expense reduction management. So imagine a kid after a night of trick-or-treating at Halloween. She's collected a huge stash of Kit Kat bars and gumballs and gummy bears. And when she gets home, suddenly decides how and when she wants to eat it all. Should she eat it all at once or spread it out over the next few days or weeks? It's a big decision. Now, paying bills is a lot less fun than eating candy. But the same types of decisions must be made when it comes to business owners and CEOs, financial controllers, and any decision makers with skin in the game need to figure out how to allocate their capital to pay expenses so they can pay salaries, buy inventory, cover rent, and run their operations. In fact, of all the things a business owner must do, not running out of money is the most important priority. They wake up daily thinking about their business, about its bottom line. What can they do to improve everything? Am I paying a fair price for the services I use? I wish I had time to control my costs. I wish I had more money in the budget to get what I need for my business. Sales and growth and market penetration are important and crucial. And if there's no money to do those things, the business won't last. Here are some ways to manage your expenses and ensure healthy, sustainable growth. And of course, how Schooley Mitchell can help you do so. Stay on top of it. Make sure you set up regular reviewing procedures to ensure expenses are completely updated and accounted for. Of course, this is hard to do when you're running all the other aspects of your organization. So consider giving Schooley Mitchell a call, as we can monitor your business expenses regularly to ensure you're not paying a penny more than you should. Stay vigilant. Most small businesses, especially the brand new ones, must keep lean and mean in order to get off on the right foot. Managing expenses is an integral part of this mindset. It's imperative not to ignore small expenses that add up and chip away at the bottom line. Thankfully, Schooley Mitchell's here to be your expense watchdog, constantly staying on top of your spending and negotiating lower prices for you on the market. Be ruthless with overhead expenses. It is imperative to scrutinize your overhead. Investigating new technologies for phones, payment processing, shipping, utilities, and waste removal is pivotal in keeping costs down. Operating as thinly as possible in these areas frees up more money and to optimize your operations, and it improves your products and services. Schooley Mitchell can scrutinize your expenses for you, negotiating with vendors in several business areas in order to reduce your cost and streamline your systems. You can't always afford to sit on the phone with your telecommunications vendor, for instance, for an hour to knock their price down, but we're more than happy to do that for you. Also, beware of inventory. Even if you're starting a small business or you've been in business for a while and you have to carry inventory, it's imperative to set up a system. Excess inventory will be a drag on any small businesses, and likewise, sparse inventory may impede sales. So inventory is really just cash sitting on the shelf. So if you don't really want things idling too long. As experts in shipping and courier services, Schooley Mitchell can be beneficial in evaluating the price different shipping vendors charge and obtaining the most cost-effective options for your business. Now, managing your expenses will directly impact the profitability of your business. Keeping a firm grip on all costs will benefit as you expand and grow. With Schooley Mitchell, you can ensure all your costs are as low as they can be, your service vendors are being held accountable, and your systems and processes are optimized. Being successful in business is rarely a solo endeavor. It usually takes a team, trusted mentors, solid employees, good leadership, the right financial backing. Even though we know it's hard to go things alone, we lose sight of this when we're faced with day-to-day tasks. And most businesses have meager beginnings. Often the founders in charge of everything from accounts payable to human resources to marketing to IT. It's understandable. We try to do as much as possible ourselves in an effort to save money. Eventually, that strategy usually backfires. As the business grows, demand grows with it, and soon a single person just can't keep up. Now, am I suggesting that businesses should find help? I certainly am. By identifying tasks and seeking outside assistance, business owners can realize plenty of benefits. Some benefits include time. An outsourced expert can save you substantial time by handling tasks that interfere with the work you should be and need to be doing to make your business thrive. Engagements can be of varying length, but for complex projects, consider partnering with someone who will stick with you in the long run to ensure demands continue to be met. Money. Too often we mistakenly think the cost is too high to engage an outside consultant, when in fact it's far more economical than hiring a full-time staff member to handle the task. That is, of course, if you can find someone with the credentials needed and keep them busy enough to justify adding another salary in the books. Security. Enlisting the help of an expert gives you peace of mind, knowing you've made the right decisions and taken the right steps to take care of business. No longer will those nagging questions keep you up at night. And finally, knowledge. Enlisting the help of an expert gives you peace of mind knowing someone with specialized knowledge is giving you proper advice tailored to your specific needs. Even the strongest companies can benefit from outside assistance. In my work as a cost reduction consultant, I routinely encounter businesses who think they have their expenses and their services under control, when in reality, there's plenty of room for improvement and cash savings. Next time you're facing a challenge or hit a roadblock, consider outsourcing it to a professional in the field. Then spend your time focusing on what you do best, growing your business. Ask yourself, are you paying too much for your business services? Now, I'd like to share with you a quick 1 minute and 11-second video that explains our process.
Friends would walk up to me and just be like, "What the f is in your mug?" And I would just tell them, "It's mud."
Okay, let's say this is you. Maybe you're in charge of the department that manages that company's finances, or you're in charge of an IT team that does important stuff. Either way, Schooley Mitchell can help. Since 1998, we've helped businesses save an average of 28% on their various business expenses. When combined, these services often represent 15 to 20% of a business's expenses. And most companies have several vendors they have to manage, making things complicated. Schooley Mitchell can act as a single point of contact to manage all these relationships so you can focus on what you do best. And we do it with complete objectivity. We have no ties to any of the vendors or processors. In fact, 80% of the time, our recommendations entail no supplier change. Our service is truly an everybody wins situation. If we can save you money, our compensation is a percentage of your savings. The rest goes to you. If we can't save you money, you just received a free independent audit of your services.
Alrighty, so that wraps it up. If any of you want to reach out to me, here's my information. I'll send this slide deck to Dennis and Sam White. And if you have any questions, if I still have time, I'd be more than happy to answer some questions.
All right. Any questions, anyone? I know I've referred Drew off, and yeah, it's a no-brainer. If it's there and the savings are there, he'll get them for you. And if they're not, they're not. And it's you know, if you have those areas that you think you can get the savings in, and especially you know, I highly recommend it.